Welcome back to Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. In the last episode, the very tail end of it, we got this new duck, who I have decided to dub Freckles. On account of having freckles. You see him. Let's see. Who are some other new ducks we've gotten recently? Actually, we can see most of them right now. Freckles, Polka Dotty, Baja Blast, and Screamer, I believe, are my four most recent ducks. Baja Blast, Polka Dotty, Screamer. Yeah. Oh hey, what's going on over there? Another bonus duck from the UFOs have given us this thing. This is CPU. I don't know enough about computer parts. I know my names probably don't make sense. I named the mouse hard drive. But this is CPU. Those two fans in the front I don't think are going to do anything on account of seemingly blowing directly into solid plastic based on this site. I'm trying to pay attention now to both CPU and Freckles because usually I pay the most attention to whoever the most recent duck is. But right now, two ducks were both introduced in the space of like a minute. A little bit less than that, or a little bit more than that rather, but it feels wrong to cut Freckles' time short because of CPU showing up, but it also feels wrong to not give CPU any time at all on account of how they showed up. So we're just going to kind of bounce between them, take note of anything interesting happening. PJ went up there, but somehow didn't put the fire out. CPU, I like that your eyes are a power button and a reset button. I think that's pretty neat. So I'm suddenly realizing the main component we can actually see, aside from fans, is I think a GPU. Don't tell on me to the people who know computers better. I don't. But I already named them CPU, so CPU it is. Freckles makes me think that they're a reference to some sort of like 1930s, 1940s era cartoon character, but I don't know enough about the 1930s and 1940s era cartoons to recognize a specific character that's being referenced with Freckles' design. So it is what it is.
Months later, they start washing up on the coast of Alaska, turning this toy spell into an accidental experiment.
Wow, this is just a big old cluster.
Data about the currents in the North Pacific. The accidental duck experiment is still providing information today. They're almost indestructible. I mean, literally
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 ducks in the bottom pool right now, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, I was right. How many up here? Much fewer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 up here. 11 up here, including Granite. Plus little Timmy, who fell off the cliff. So that means if I have 13 down there, 12 up here, and little Timmy, or was it 11 up here plus little Timmy? I think it was 11 up here plus little Timmy. I don't get to double count him. So that's 12 and 13 is 25 ducks right now, I think, if I am counting correctly. I don't know. Numbers are not my strength, even though sometimes I can do numbers okay. I like that CPU makes fan noises. Oh, and beeps if I beep the quack button. Because like most ducks, quack. Screamer, I think I picked a good name for you. Paint Job makes a slightly different quack on account of being a slightly different kind of duck. Oh, Sprinkles blows their party blower. Where is hard drive? Did I not get the hard drive or Elite Haxer back because they're delivered by UFO? Maybe. It's fine. I'm guessing that's the case. I don't know exactly why. I'm just guessing that's the case. We got a new duck. Oh, hi! Alright, well, you need a name. Your name is Pride, all caps. It's a good name. Also, yes, the original Pride flag was 8 stripes and included both pink and cyan in addition to the other colors. So, yeah, that's the original Pride flag, the 1959? I really should know that, but I just don't remember right now. Somewhere in the late 50s, early 60s, maybe as late as the mid 60s, somewhere in the 50s or 60s, the first Pride flag was designed, and it had 8 colors, and then one of the dyes proved to be too expensive for easy reproduction, so it was cut down to 7 colors. And then a little bit later, there was a city that was trying to paint stripes on both sides of the road, but they didn't like that it was an uneven number of stripes, so that's how we lost the other one to bring it down to 6 on the more standard modern Pride flag. Though that's not the other 2 more recent variant Pride flags that have different name, the Progress Pride flag and the Inclusion Pride flag, I think. I don't know. There's a lot of variants of the Pride flag is the short version, and that's just the basic, covers the entire community Pride flag. It gets even, there's so many Pride flags once you start including like niche micro label Pride flags, which is pretty cool for somebody who really likes flags. I don't know that I'd say I'm like a vexillologist or anything, but like I love flags as a concept, so I am a fan of each new Pride flag I get to see. Each new flag in general I get to see, honestly. Pride flags are just a little bit more fun because they usually have slightly more interesting colors. That they usually lack slightly more of the symbolism. It's usually just, colors that feel right or whatever. Sometimes the flag's colors mean something, like the colors of the original 8-stripe flag each stood for something. The colors of the inclusive lesbian flag each stand for something. But in general, there's not as much symbolism in the form of, like, Wales gets a dragon. Georgia gets a little medal with a dragon on it. Bhutan has a dragon? I think Bhutan's the other one with a dragon. I'm picking all the dragon ones because I think dragons are cool and should be on more flags than just literally 3 flags and that's it. Or Nepal's. Nepal's is just kind of symbols again, but it has the most interesting shape you have ever seen on a flag. It looks like two triangles stacked on top of each other, but I'm not describing it in a way that makes it sound rad. So you should really go look at a picture of that one if you want to see what I'm talking about. Some of them are like squares or whatever instead of rectangles, or they're slightly different aspect ratios of rectangle, and that's cool too. But nobody beats Nepal in terms of just having the raddest shape of flag. We should get a flag of that shape and then put a dragon on it. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely Bhutan, because the other country I was thinking it might be is Bangladesh, but I was blanking on the name Bangladesh, but now that I've come up with the name Bangladesh, and I'm saying it in my head, that's not one with a dragon on it, so it must be Bhutan. I don't know why I ended up rambling about flag. I mean, I guess it's Pride's fault that I'm rambling about flags, but like, boy, I went way into detail for no reason. I think more Pride flags should have dragons on them. I guess that's the point I'm really trying to make here. Or be more interestingly shaped. Though, part of the point of Pride flags designs being so simplistic is specifically so that they are easily reproducible, even without having funds. Because, like, teenagers realizing they're queer may not necessarily be able to safely be able to afford a pride flag or safely display a pride flag. So you want it to be able to be something that if it gets like thrown away or whatever, it's not, you're not out money on it. So that's why a lot of pride flag designs are fairly simple. That's actually one of my biggest complaints about the like 2022, I think, revised polyamory flag. I don't think it was necessarily better than the previous flag design, and it was more difficult to be reproduced in that same way. So I still use the older flag design usually, or the colors on a variant flag, because it's also, I don't know, the whole how the new polyamory flag was voted on kind of rubbed me the wrong way, because they didn't even include the previous flag as an option, nor did they include the hearts making a lemon skate / infinity sign, which is one of the most common non-flag symbols of polyamory. And then when confronted with, hey, why didn't you do either of these things, they were just like, well, we didn't want to. We had a committee that chose, and they didn't like those design options. And that has bothered me, and I know it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, but uh, I don't know. It feels harder to bond to a flag when you didn't feel that bonded to a flag. Anyway, uh, we got a new duck who's also made of some sort of stone. So this is marble? No, but you don't really look like marble. I'll have to think about it. I'm going to end this episode here, though. And in the next one, we'll find out what this duck's name's going to be. For now, bye-bye.